it looked a little bit more like what we want to have happen on both ends. I thought, with the exception of them getting loose a couple times in transition in the second half, I thought our defense was very good. I thought we rebounded for the most part. There was a flurry in the first half. We didn't clean the defensive glass as well as we should have. But then offensively, I thought we had a pretty good flow. Obviously, Eric Stevenson was making shots, which makes any offense look better. But we were moving the ball side to side. We were getting it inside from time to time. We were penetrating to pitch as opposed to penetrating to take bad shots. So I thought that it just looked more like what we try to do as a team. And it's nice to get a win here.
Coach, did you see a performance like this coming, or were you even nervous a little bit about how this team would show up tonight?
Well, I'm always nervous. I don't care who we're playing, when we're playing, what time we're playing. I'm always anxious about my team and how they're going to perform. We work pretty hard to try to get them to perform as well as possible. And tonight, I thought we were really good. I thought Dexter Dennis was really good. We were able to get a couple of transition baskets ourselves by spraying the ball up. Noah Fernandez gave us a nice lift. The freshman guards played well. So really everybody that hit the court contributed, but it was a big night for E. Steve, and I was proud of him. Just, the basket looked really big for him tonight.
And obviously these last 7 games, he's really struggled. And I talked to him after, and he kind of put that on himself to see him, kind of back it up. He said it was going to change after Houston, so for him to, back it up tonight, do you think that's...
Good. Yeah, I'm glad he has that confidence. He's been struggling, and he kept playing. We kept playing him. He was playing 20-something minutes a game, even though his numbers were abysmal. And I'd never seen anything quite like it. And he just, as good as he was early, he was that bad in the last 5 or 6 games, whatever it's been. But man, he looked great tonight, and nothing's changed. Nothing's changed from the beginning of the year to the middle of the year to now. So it's just, players have to perform in the situations that they're put in against the teams that we have to play, and it was just really good to see him get his groove back tonight.
And with the promotion to Noah, season high minutes, points, was that a result of kind of that meeting on Monday or what kind of spurred that?
It was, and just the quality of kid he is. And I've been telling him his time's coming, and I really believe he's going to be a very fine player. And I just want him to stay positive, which he has. That's number one. He stayed positive through everything, and he actually spoke up and had some nice things to say Monday, and to encourage his teammates and everyone to do the right thing. And then his practice on Wednesday was dynamite. And the energy that he brought is something that I thought we needed, and he produced.
About midway through the second half, UCF was able to cut the deficit to 10. Can you talk about after that how you guys were kind of able to cut that off right there?
Yeah, I don't recall. I don't have the play-by-play or any stats yet, but I remember them cutting it to 10 because they got loose a couple of times for back-to-back jump shots. I think it was Green and then Milan.
And it was actually Fernandez who cut the streak. Right?
Fernandez had a big bucket. Mm-hmm. Was it a 3 or was it his pull-up?
2 in the lane.
Yeah, it was beautiful play. I mean, he's capable of that. The guy has no fear. Plays much bigger than his stature. And tonight, he proved that he can, when given the opportunity, he can deliver. And I'm looking forward to seeing that more.
Coach, did you see anything on tape this week leading up to the game tonight that you thought you could take advantage of?
No, actually, UCF's been playing really good basketball. The second half at our place, then they demolished. I mean, they've lost some close games to like Memphis and Cincinnati. They beat East Carolina on the road. They demolished Tulsa. I don't know how many in a row they've won, but I was very nervous coming in because they've got a nice blend of the fifth-year guys that they brought in, plus the juniors, and then the freshmen have really been playing well. So, Johnny's teams always compete, and tonight we just were able to get on a little heater from the distance, and we did a good job defending them. And Coach Lou Godino had a great scouting report, and we tried to take away some of their strengths, and I thought we followed the game plan well.
And I know it's just one win, but considering the circumstances and everything, does it feel like this was bigger than, just one game tonight, just the statement?
Well, I mean, anytime, we haven't been on too many 3-game losing streaks in 13 years. I don't know, last year probably we had a few, maybe, and then my first year. But other than that, I think that it's been very, very limited. We're not used to that. 2 of the games were heartbreakers, and then one we just laid down. So we've got to live with that. We're not going to get those games back. Those were opportunities lost. Those 2 that we lost at the buzzer, but we'll have to continue to work. And now we get to go home for a couple, and hopefully we can play with the same energy and toughness that we did tonight.
I know you've really emphasized creating for teammates, the drive and kick. Do you think that was just the way they played tonight? Is that a result of, kind of that reset on Monday too?
Maybe, early in the year, and you'll be the perfect guy to do this. Early in the year, there were a number of times where we would work the basketball around and not get a clean look, and then with 4, 3, 2 seconds to go on the shot clock, we would penetrate, and instead of hoisting up a bad shot, we would kick it one more time and score in the last 1 or 2 seconds right at the buzzer. And we had gone, I don't know, at least a handful of games where that never happened. And I'm not saying we want to milk 28 or 29 seconds every time. That's not what I'm saying. But it's better than taking a bad shot at any point in the possession. So tonight we were able to do that multiple times, and it just reminded me back to when we were doing it early in the year, and we did it every game back to start the season.
And real quick with Noah, I mean that's a guy.
Research.
Yeah, that's my okay. And with Noah, I mean that's a guy that's like you said, I mean waited his time, never lost confidence. Is that just kind of exactly what you preach in this program? Just be ready for your turn.
Yeah, I mean the staff has input, and we evaluate every day. And he was playing like that in the fall. The problem that he had was that crazy sprained ankle, bone bruise deal that he missed, I don't know, 9 weeks, something like that, right at the beginning of the year, and that's hard. And then when he came back one time, he wasn't ready. It acted up again, so he had a setback. And by that time, you kind of get your rotations down, and we're winning games. But then, when you lose a couple in a row, you start searching. And we were a little deeper this time, and we knew he was a good player, but given the opportunity, like he had tonight, he delivered. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch. I'm so happy for him.